Alright, step to install a NVMe drive into the PlayStation 5. As you have noticed, the PlayStation 5 from factory comes with like 6 GB left in the hard drive. Even if they claim that it's 825 GB in the PlayStation when you receive it, actually you just have around 600 GB available after everything is installed, the system is installed and everything, all the apps pre-installed from factory, so you don't have much left in your console. What to do in this case? You have two solutions. Either you get external hard drive to plug in your PlayStation, like some people do, and then you can save your game on the external hard drive, but you cannot play them directly from the drive. You will have to transfer them all the time back from the drive to your PlayStation 5, so it could be a little bit annoying. Or you have a second solution, which is my solution. It's NVMe drive that you can install directly inside the PlayStation 5. And that's what I'm going to show you right now. And that's the one I'm going with. It's the Western Digital Black. 1 TB drive should be enough, more than enough to save my game. So I can use the PlayStation 5 drive to save all the system that it needs, and then this drive to just save my PlayStation 5 games. But anyway, that's the one I recommend. It's been tested by a lot of YouTubers. So far, that's one of the best ones to use with the PlayStation 5. It's the model here, the SN850. So for you guys to know, I also put a link in the description of where to get this drive. But anyway, let's go now, installing this drive. Here's the PlayStation ready to go. First step, it's to remove the panel. So you have to put your PlayStation, the disk drive is here, facing up. I do not know if you can install an NVMe drive in any of the digital version. I just have the disk version, so I'm going to do it on the disk version. If you have a digital version, well, you will have to do some research and see if it's possible to do it in your version. For now, removing the panel, very easy, just lift here. Your drive slit, your drive entry is here, lift here and then slide slightly to the left. Here we go, lift, slide to the left, and then the panel goes out without breaking anything. Remember guys, there is some video on YouTube that show you that you can just pull up and that's it. No, don't use this system, because doing so will break those little hook system here. So always remember, you lift slightly here and then you slide to the left and then your panel will go free. All right, once done, this is the slot to install the NVMe drive. So I'm going to rotate the PlayStation. There we go, that way I can work more easily on this area. So we are going to need a Phillips screwdriver, a small Phillips screwdriver, to remove here the cover. There we go. Be sure to don't lose this screw inside your console, will be bad. And then the cover can be removed, like so. It will reveal the port to connect the NVMe drive. So first thing we have to do is remove here the spacer screw. So there is a screw here, Phillips still. Here we go. There's a small screw with a spacer. Be sure again to don't lose it inside your console, so I advise you to take some pliers, especially if you have big finger like me, to remove it. And then get the spacer. Now we are getting the drive out of the box. Be careful guys, when you manipulate any hard drive like that, any NVMe drive, SSD, even normal hard drive, even normal mechanical hard drive, always be sure to don't have any static electricity in your finger. So either wear a band, anti-static band, or touch any metal surface before to touch those drives. All right, we are coming in an angle, like so, about like 20 degree, 15-20 degree angle, and then we're going in and then down. So in angle, in and then down. But first I'm going to measure where the spacer should be. So it's going to be here on the 80. Once I know that the position of the spacer, now I can install it. So on the 80 to match the length of the drive. Here we go. Now I can install my drive. Slide it in. All right, at angle, and then push it down toward the spacer here. If everything is done correctly, it should align here with the spacer and be ready for the screw. Now time to put the screw back in and screw everything secure. I'm checking that the drive is still well plugged as a screw. Alright, don't go crazy with this screw, it's just a screw on the PCB there. You don't want to destroy the thread, but you want to be sure that your drive is just securely placed in these slots and do not move at all. No bad contact on the connector, that's what you want to avoid. Here we go. On the nut of the drive, remember, you have to get the one with the heatsink. There is another model which does not have the heatsink, and that's very important to have the heatsink for heat dissipation. If you get the model without the heatsink, you will have to buy the heatsink separately and put it on the drive. Always put a heatsink on this drive, on this slot, for the best result, and to avoid, of course, that your drive will overheat, and if it overheats, it may also trigger some weird error in the PlayStation system. Once the drive is secure, everything is good, then we can put back the little protective metal panel here. There we go, and put back the screw that we originally removed from this panel. A little trick, I'm sure you know about it already, but in case if you don't, when you have screw like that screw into PCB or plastic part, to avoid to damage the thread, instead of just going crazy and screw immediately when you put the screw in the hole, just unscrew a little bit until you hear a clack. Tack, here we go, we have a clack. That means the thread now it's perfectly aligned, and now I can screw, and I will be sure to don't damage the thread that way. You want to avoid the cross-threading when you screw those, especially on soft part like plastic or sometimes some PCB thread. And of course, because it's plastic, don't go crazy with this screw, just barely tight, it's good. It does not have to hold a lot of weight, so it's just to put back this panel and hold it securely on your PlayStation body. And that's it. Once everything is installed, last step is to put back the bottom panel. So the same procedure than before, but because I switch around the PlayStation 5, I need to just turn it back the way it was. There we go, now it makes more sense. Now I can put the panel like so, slightly on the left, and then I will slide it on the right. There we go, until it clicks. Ta-da! All good to go. Now we need to set up the drive on the PlayStation system menu. Alright, right after installing the drive, you will see on the screen a message that tells you that you need to format the SSD M2, so the NVMe drive that you just installed. So let's format it. Of course, they warn you that everything will be deleted. There we go, we do have a read speed at 6545 megabytes per second, 6544 megabytes per second, so that's great. And also that shows that the drive is correctly installed when you get this kind of message and when the PlayStation asks you to format it. There we go, everything has been formatted, everything is good to go. And now we are going to change the installation location for the games. So we're going to setting, storage. So you choose installation location, and the game, PlayStation 5 game will be installed in the M2 drive. PlayStation 4 game and app will be installed in the console storage. Let's put them in the M2 drive as well. That way all my game will be installed in the M2 drive. And that's it. Everything is good to go now. Your drive is ready to be used. Alright, hope this video has been useful for you, and hope you will enjoy your PlayStation even more now that you know how to install an NVMe drive for more space. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.